Hi there. This is actually my second video of the day. Um, but I'm outside and the sun is about to go down, so I got 30-minute stops to finish this video. I don't think it'll take 30 minutes. So, really quick, I just had some ideas that are bouncing around my head, and one of them is about I don't know if you know anything about this lady on TikTok. She's like a woman. Uh, She's like the Kevin Samuels of ladies or something. Or what's the other dude that people hate? That's like British but like annoying. I don't remember his name. That's really strange. I should know his name. Andrew Tate. So she's like the Andrew Tate of women or something, but she's like giving women advice on how to like basically be a gold digger or whatever. And she's always says like sprinkle sprinkle like after she tells you something selfish to do. And I don't know, she's amusing to me. Um, but, not obviously she's not doing things uh, the way that God would have them done. But I was watching clips of her and I clicked on one. It was like a compilation. And she said something like, she was sort of making fun of the traditional women. And she was like, you know, she like rattled off all this stuff that was basically like what I look like right now. She was like, these women with their headscarves on and no makeup talking about, uh, be his piece or whatever. And she's like, she was like, yeah, but all those, but you're not getting no man like that. They're all over here or something like that. I don't know. I wish I could it was closer to the day that I just remember her saying like, they're all the men that you're looking for are over here. She didn't even say that all the ones that you're looking for. Because when she said that, I was like, oh, well, it depends on how you're trying to do this. If you're trying to get all the men, then yeah, you should do what she's doing. But if you're just trying to get the one, makes more sense. If all the men, if where's the low cut thing and the high cut thing, the thing that's both low cut and high cut, and then you get your makeup all done up, and then you demand what you want, and you dig for gold, and you do all the things that you were saying works, and it attracts all the men. Seems to me you need to narrow that down. I mean, I don't know if there's any sane people left on the earth, but if you're just trying to narrow it down to the one person that's going to you know, be attracted to you, then you should put the headscarf on and not wear the makeup. Because put the headscarf on, don't wear the makeup, and put on some jeans or whatever. And then see who walks up to you. And then narrow it down from there. Like, it's like, why would you do it's like that whole thing about preaching the gospel to everybody and telling them all about how God loves you. It's like, you're not getting the right people doing that. Just saying free puppies is not, yeah, it's going to draw people, but you're trying to get it's like you're a one individual person. And here's the things that you can deal with. Here's the things you absolutely cannot deal with. Okay. I understand why people feel like they need to, it's the same thing with advertising. It's really like a mysterious thing that you get anybody to pay attention to anything. Like it's really, really, really hard to stand out and to have people like flock to you. It's really hard. And I get that. But don't feel like you're a product that you need to advertise like for to get interest, and then from that interest you get to the pick of the litter, because that's necessarily how it works. I don't know, that was just something I was thinking, because I was just like, yeah, I could see how that message would draw you in at first, but as soon as she said all the men are over here, I was like, oh, okay, well, sis, that's where you lost me, because I'm not trying to deal with all of them. I'm not trying to deal with 50. That's like insane. So, I mean, I don't know if there's any women out here online with wearing their headscarf and no makeup without a man. I'm sure that there are. They're probably beautiful. I mean, great, good for you. But this might get up because I'm locked down and I'm tired. Like, I don't need to like do whatever she's talking about. Like it looked exhausting. Like there's some women that genuinely, they get something from that, but putting that much energy into their like appearance and all that stuff, and I don't know, confidence and whatever, and people let you in to VIP stuff. I don't know, but it looks exhausting, and it's kind of not necessary. It's like you're 90. You can say what you want about me, but I'm 96% of the way there. Like, I mean, what's eyeshadow and foundation? It's like 1%, 2%. Like all women are already 97% of the way, all the way there. Like you don't, and men know that. Like, I don't know. It just seemed really like, I don't know. I understand, but I also know that it's just the latest crop of influencers. That's a new word, but it goes back, you know, since the dawn of time. There have been influencers, and there's influencers for every generation. And that's this generation's influencers, and they're going to get caught in that thing for a while, and then they're either going to decide like, okay, this ain't the way, or they're just going to have to commit to it because they spent so much time doing it. I don't know, whatever. The other thing that randomly occurred to me was I was thinking about how like Christianity is I get mad because I just see its influence waning in the country and all this, and just something that you say all the time about how Christian influence is good for the world, and it brings you know dignity to the individual and all this stuff. But I was like, but for the first time I stopped and was thinking about that. I was like, that is true, but Christianity is actually not good for the world. It's actually not good for the world, because Christianity is the one thing that will topple the system of the world. It's bad for the world. Like, and I was thinking, like, if Christianity was really like rocking and rolling, Christianity at its highest setting, the best of all of its best eras in every generation, if it was really, that means that, the drug dealers don't have anyone to sell drugs to, both legal and illegal. That right there is like billions of dollars, maybe trillions. Um, the entertainment industry doesn't have anyone buying anything. I'm talking about across the board. We're talking sports, movies, music, all of it. Um, Alcohol, forget that. Uh, it's just going to be families in their homes, or families opening their homes and having churches, every door open on your street, because everyone's gathering in every single house and you can just walk in. I mean, that's what it was in the first century. You know, the 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 richest, the wealthiest, putting all of their stuff in a pile and taking care of everybody else's debts. This is very bad for the world. Very bad for the world. Um, so yes, it can go far enough. It can get pretty far. and it can be good, but it's like, and it's good that it's here, obviously, but obviously the goal is not to necessarily take over the world, because it can't take over this world. This world is wicked. Eventually, I mean, it's like the government is going to have to like put a hit out on, the pastor of some church. Like, it'll never ever take over like that, because the God of this world, it's not actually good for the world. So, we're good for our world that we're going to. And right now we're here to occupy. I've heard that before. It's like, we're here to occupy, but it's just like, it's not necessarily like, hey, Christians, lay low because this is not your world. Like, do what you do, but any influence that we had over this country, and yeah, it seems to be like when we do start gaining, when it does start becoming this undeniable thing, at best, what will happen is that Satan will concede a public whatever, sort of like Constantine or something. It's like, he'll concede and be like, okay, yeah, you guys win, yay, woo, and then just usurp. And then he'll go back to the shadows and then create shadow groups and then infiltrate it from the inside and crumble it. So at best, it can just become this back and forth thing where it gets conquered from the inside, crumbles, then Satan takes it, and then the Spirit of God is released, and the whole thing happens again. Then you got people who literally never even heard of it, because it's been eradicated, and now it's fresh and new again, and the whole thing happens again. So, but yeah, I was saying that in my mind, and I was like, actually, Christianity isn't good for the world. The way that the way that this world is run, and the way that it will always run until Jesus comes and makes it different. So it's like, yeah, this is Christianity fundamentally breaks down all the economic systems that this world relies on, because it's run on our sin nature. So yeah. So yeah, that wasn't long at all. I don't even know if I'm going to post this. It's kind of just like random, but I did feel like I needed to make videos of that. All right. Well, anyway, y'all be blessed, and talk to you soon. Bye.